Hello beautiful souls, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and today we're going to talk all about studying abroad. A lot of you mentioned in the comments below if I would make a video on this, so here it is. And quickly, if you want to go and check the description below and see about all the topics I would be covering, and if there is anything specific you guys want me to talk about, then let me know, and let's just straight away get ahead and start into this video. The very first thing is try to be specific in the sense where you want to study. Abroad is a very broad term in itself, so you need to be specific where you want to apply and study. You can choose from Canada, Australia, US, UK, and literally anywhere in the world you want to. So since I am in the United States, I'm going to be talking mostly about life here and how the process is about coming here and studying. Now, generally you are required to take an SAT, and I would highly recommend taking an SAT with essay, because you never know the universities you're applying for. Sometimes they want you to have an essay, sometimes they don't. So if you don't have in mind in particular which university you're applying to, I would suggest you just take the SAT with essay. It costs a little more and it would take a little more time to finish the exam as well, but in the longer run it's worth it. Then we come to ACTs. Now, ACT is again similar to SAT, but that is more if you want to go into the mathematics and science field in college, then you're required to take that. The reason we take these exams is for the college to assess how ready the student is to join college, and also because it is a standardized test. It provides a common ground and a common platform for the college to select different applicants. So even the students studying in the US also have to take the SATs, so it's not just like we from India or from any part of the world have to take it. When should you take your SATs? Now, you can take it as many times as you want. You can take it 5 times, 10 times, or I don't know, number of times. If you're in the 10th, then you can take it after the end of the 10th or mid 11th standard, because then you have a lot of time for your 12th and to prepare for your 12th. The reason why I'm telling you to take it early is so that you don't have an extra burden lying there with you when you're preparing for your 12th. If you really want a good university and a particular score, then just take it twice or thrice, but I took it twice. But I would recommend you to take it just once. Prepare once and just go with it and get it done with, so that you can close the book and prepare for your final board exams. The next thing is your English proficiency test, which is either your IELTS or the Toefl. Now, these two things are again important because the reason they take this test is just to assess your level of English and if you can come to the US and communicate well, which I believe all of you can. The catch is I never gave this test because I am an IB student. Yay! So IB students are not really required to take the test because our English curriculum is based in a way which is difficult and which in a way substitutes these two exams, so I do not have to give it. But if you're taking CBSE or ICSE, then I think you would have to take both of them, just one of these. You can either take TOEFL or the IELTS. Okay, now the next is your college essays. Now this is again a very important part of your application process. So an essay is something which tells the college about who you are, or what is your career aim, or what are your goals in life, and it needs to be really compelling because that is your one chance to show university why they should take you. There is no need for you to brag about something or write something which is not true at all, because they want to see who you are really as a person. So just truthfully write whatever you feel is most suitable to describe you as a person and your careers and your goals after college. So another major thing with your essays is you can do it all through the Common App, so that it is one online portal through which you can send all your transcripts, essays, letter of recommendations to different schools. Now, you don't have to personally send your application to each different school, but you can do that all through the Common App. I have never used Common App, but it is really helpful for you guys if you want to do it through that. Now, Common App does not have all the universities in the United States or Canada, but there will be some universities which you would have to do it personally, but you can always check it up and see which universities are in the Common App and which are not. Now again, another tip for these essays is try to make them a little bit general and not too specific, because through that Common App you're sending that one essay to different universities. So imagine you're writing something about your passion for science or mathematics and you're applying to a liberal arts school. So definitely your chances of getting into that school would become very less. Unless you have some really specific universities in mind where you actually want to apply. So then definitely tailor your essay suiting your needs and however you want it to be. Now the next thing I want to talk about is your letter of recommendation. Now this is something that your high school teachers write for you, telling that you're a bright student or some of your strengths or what are you good at, and then they send it to your university. So basically you take that letter and then you can upload it in your Common App application portal, and through that send it to different universities. Now this is the very simple process. You can just go to your school and ask whoever your favorite teacher is to just write you essays. But make sure you go to a teacher who you're really close with or who you like, who you know is gonna write good things about you, or it's just gonna be a waste of time. The next thing is you need to decide where in the US you want to study. Now you can either choose the western coast where you have California, or the eastern coast where you have New York, Georgia, Atlanta, and or you can choose the middle where you have Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. Now I am personally like the southeastern part, which is Virginia, and I was previously in South Carolina. The weather here is really nice, and because I'm from Bhubaneswar where the weather is really hot and humid, it would make no sense for me to go to a place where it is terribly cold. But you can obviously choose these things you can obviously choose which university you want to apply depending on its location, the climate and the campus life. Just don't randomly apply to any university without knowing where they actually are. Some universities are literally in the city, and so public transportation is easily accessible and you can travel around. Whereas in others, the universities are in the suburbs and literally there is no place to go, and you would always have to depend on someone who has a car to drive you or take you around. So anyways, keeping all that in mind, make the decision of where you want to go. So the next part is understanding how the US college academic calendar works. Now for the undergraduate program, I'm in the undergraduate program. So they have 2 semesters in a year, which is one is the spring semester, which starts from January to May, and then they have the fall semester, which starts from August to December. Now you would only have your classes between these 2 semesters, and then the summer, which is mainly from May to July, and is when you would actually go back to your home and would have vacation. We also have vacation in the winter, which is, but that's like really brief, maybe like 20-25 days. So I don't know if you want to go back to India within such a short span of time. But so these are the 2 semesters they have, and every year we have just these 2 semesters coming in. Now usually incoming freshmen come during the fall semester, which is from August to December, because you finish your 12th somewhere around May, and then you have like June, July, 2 months, and then you start your college from August. But then it's not always necessary. You can always come in the next semester, which is the spring. I personally came in the spring semester because I was supposed to join my college during August of 2020, but because of COVID, I couldn't get the visa on time. So I had to do online that semester, and I came in the spring. So you can always decide if you want to come in the fall or the spring. Usually people come in the fall, but it's completely fine if you try to come in the spring. Next thing you would want to know is the credits. So to earn a bachelor's degree in the US, it takes you 4 years and you need to get 120 credits. Now each class which you take accounts for 3 credits. So that means in a semester, usually students take 15 credits, which is like 5 classes, 3 credits per class. In that manner, okay, I'm not that bad in maths, okay? In that manner, it would take you 4 years, which means 8 semesters to complete your bachelor's degree of 120 credits. But you can obviously reduce the load or increase it in some semesters, or if you want to graduate soon, you can, instead of taking 15 credits, you can take 18, which means 6 classes. Or you can always mix and match it up, but once you come here, you can have a discussion with your advisor and decide what's best for you. I really want to put forward is that don't stress too much about what you want your major to be. Like, if you're really sure you want to do engineering, or if you want to do computer science, then okay, go for it. But if you're not sure what you want to do, it's completely okay, because US gives you the flexibility to change your major. So you can definitely come here and then look around and meet people, and then see what a particular course has to offer and what job opportunities are there after you finish your graduation, and then you can definitely change it in your second year. Like, मैं जब आई थी, मेरा major English था, but then I decided to change it media communications because I realized I like it more, and then I could also do it because it is possible. So don't stress yourself if you don't know what you want to do in college, because honestly, college is all a process of discovering yourself, knowing what you want, what you don't want, what you like. So don't come in with a lot of stress about everything, because you're gonna gradually learn a lot of things and you will unravel yourself. So until then, just try to enjoy the process and go with it. Okay, now let's come to one of the most essential parts, which is expenses. Now, US universities are definitely expensive. On an average, the university would charge you around $30,000 to $45,000 per year. And some universities, like, it all depends on which university you're going. If they have a good reputation, then higher is their tuition fees. Some universities can also charge you $50,000 to $75,000 per year, which is your tuition fees. But definitely you can try to reduce the amount a little bit by choosing to stay somewhere off campus and not taking the meal plans. That would make a significant difference to your amount. In that way, you would just have to pay your tuition fee. But as an incoming freshman, I don't suggest you just stay somewhere out of campus. Initially, just stay in the university for a year. And also, the universities won't allow you to stay anywhere outside campus since you're just coming in. But once you're in the second or third year, you can obviously decide to shift somewhere which is near to your apartment, which is near to your college, and start living with your friends in an off-campus apartment. Now, some universities, or most universities, may give you scholarship on the basis of your academics. Now, if you have really good SAT scores and really good overall academic performance, then definitely they would give you an academic scholarship, and that will also help reduce your tuition fee. I get an athletic scholarship because I'm in the tennis team. So usually, as a student athlete, you play for the university, and there is something called NCAA, which is National Collegiate Athletic Association. So that is the main organization which controls all the student athlete activities throughout America and throughout United States. So my case is completely different when it comes to paying for the tuition or everything, but still I do have to pay some amount. Your transcripts are really important. Transcripts is your report card, basically, which you get from your school. And when you're applying to the US universities, you need your entire high school transcript reports, which is your 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. These 4 years, the report card of these 4 years, they really matter in the sense that keep it safe. Like 9th, 10th ka report card aise phek mat dena, because you need it and it's important. Another thing I want to talk about is your health certificates. So do keep them properly in a safe place, because you would require that, because the health department of your university would ask you for certain immunizations and records which you would have to submit. So before coming here, make sure that you have already put that up on your university account portal, because otherwise if you don't have it, then you would have to come here and take those immunizations, which are gonna be expensive, and I wouldn't want you to take it here if you had the opportunity to do it in India. So basically, summing up this entire video, I just want to talk about all the things I already spoke about and sum it up. So first of all, we spoke about which country, and then if US, then where in the US, and then which college you want to go, if it's a private or a public. And then once you've decided all these things, you can start with the process, which is starting up with your essay, college application, your essay, then your SATs or ACTs, then TOEFL, IELTS, and then your letter of recommendation. And then once you have filled in all these processes and you have finalized which university you want to go to, then the process of visa starts, and then you go through with all that. So this is all the video. This is all what I wanted to talk about in this video. But let me know in the comments if there is anything else which you want me to talk about. I'll definitely try to make a video on that. And other than that, just chill, take it easy. College mein aa jaoge, and it's not that big of a difference if you study in the US or in India. Like, there are some pretty amazing universities in India as well. So make the decision which is most suitable to you, whatever you want to most. And it's completely fine even if you don't want to do college. Like, that's not life. Life is much more than that as well. If you want to just do something of your own or get into some other thing which you're really passionate about, go for it. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.